This footage comes not from the front line, but from deep inside Ufa, nearly 1,400 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. A Ukrainian drone, likely affected by electronic warfare systems, crashes into a residential building. This highlights what electronic warfare does. It doesn't just block a drone, it can interfere with its navigation. The drone loses signal, loses its engages, and continues flying without controlled direction. Modern warfare no longer stays confined to clearly defined front lines. Incidents like this show how civilian areas can be affected when systems fail or are disrupted. When a drone goes off course due to electronic interference, it raises complex questions about responsibility and the broader risks of such technologies in conflict zones. Russian Telegram channels recently shared engages footage showing Russian soldiers struggling against constant Ukrainian drone activity on the Dnipro River. Honestly, this is one of the most intense and compelling Russian helmet cam videos I've seen in a long time. In the footage, the soldiers are repeatedly on edge, narrowly avoiding Ukrainian drone engages while navigating the river in their boat. The number of drones sent against the Russians is practically impossible to count. I'm not sure if all these engages happened in a single mission, which would make the clip even more insane and unbelievable, or if the footage was edited together from several missions, which is more likely but no less impressive. Either way, the sheer luck these men had while dodging all those drones is remarkable, especially considering they knew they could be hit at any moment, despite being armed only with shotguns and having electronic warfare systems installed on the boat. Driving on a river is basically like moving through one long fatal funnel with no cover or concealment while being exposed from the flanks, the front, the rear, and now, because of drones, also from above. Small arms fire, artillery, precision-guided munitions, drone drops, loitering munitions, and FPV drones can engage you at any moment. And because you're on open water, you're easy to spot from afar, making it almost impossible to avoid detection and incoming fire. Yet, somehow, these men manage to avoid being engaged not just once, but countless times, with some near misses coming uncomfortably close. One major factor that seems to help in situations like these is speed. The faster the boat, the better the chance of outrunning incoming FPVs and forcing the drone operator to constantly readjust, which increases the likelihood of the drone missing or losing control. High speed also reduces the time drones have to correct their trajectory, making split-second evasive maneuvers far more effective. In a deadly funnel like the Dnipro River, speed becomes one of the few advantages these soldiers can rely. However, only if their boats are fast enough, of course. What's also insane is that at one point in the video, you can clearly see the men already had tourniquets strapped on, meaning they expected to get engaged and wanted to be prepared to save valuable seconds if it actually happened. This shows the soldiers assume that sooner or later a drone will get through and at least injure one of them. Therefore, pre-applying tourniquets is a grim but practical step, essentially acknowledging that severe injuries are not just possible but likely, and that immediate self-aid might be the only thing keeping them alive long enough to reach evacuation. Once again, this shows us that war is hell. The war between Ukraine and Russia continues. April 2nd, 2026. What you're about to see comes from the Signum Battalion, a unit actively operating in some of the most intense areas of the front line. Recently, they shared new footage of their ongoing operations. And the scale of their impact is significant. While operating as part of the 53rd Mechanized Brigade, they destroyed nearly 5,000 enemy engages, hundreds of vehicles, shot down over 500 enemy drones, dozens of artillery systems were disabled, UAV launch sites destroyed, and thousands of enemy shelters wiped out. Now, the unit is entering a new phase. They are joining the 59th Assault Brigade with plans to expand and take on more complex missions. What you're about to watch is a glimpse into that capability, real footage and real operations from the front line, showing how modern warfare is being conducted today. Kostantinivka, a Russian soldier takes cover inside a house. The Sapsan drone crew from the 44th Mechanized Brigade deploys a fiber-optic FPV drone. With no radio signal to jam, interference is not an option. The drone moves through the entrance and locates the engage inside. For walls offer no protection. When a fiber-optic drone can enter a building and engage indoors, it raises a question. What does effective cover even mean in this environment? We begin today's series with the destruction of a Russian fuel and lubricants depot. Using Ukrainian-made drones, pilots identified multiple engage and carried out a precision engage. Next, another depot was engaged, this time containing ammunition. On that same day, Ukrainian operators also located an enemy diesel locomotive being used to transport military supplies and other materials toward the front lines, identifying it as a key part of the logistics chain. Pilots of the Ronin unit. March 27, 2026. During a routine operation engagement enemy positions and logistics routes, a UAV successfully engaged a generator, a truck, 2 passenger cars, and an ATV, along with the personnel on board. These actions were aimed at reducing Russian military activity in the Donetsk sector. The section is titled 1 Second Before. Footage captures the faces of Russian soldiers at the moment they first realize the danger. FPV drones fly in at the closest possible range, recording their reactions a split second before impact. This is a compilation of work from a single week. Pilots from the Matterbirds unit are operating in the Donetsk sector.